So just when you thought all of the news was dying down before tomorrow's EA Play, I completely forgot about the community transmission for today for Battlefront 2, since it's not going to be at E3. And from what they've shown today, they could have made an amazing E3 announcement, but it's still great as it is. There's loads of news to come, and almost all of it is being released on June 26th, which is this month's update. I believe this would just be the capital supremacy map of Naboo, which is happening, and it seems to be taking place in its normal galactic assault map, which isn't unexpected because they have such open areas that they don't need to choose somewhere else. So like Camino, it will just be based from the galactic assault map. But what's been changed is it's set at dusk, and also they say there's signs of previously fought battles. So again, like Camino, to change the map up a little bit, they've just added some debris probably onto the streets and some crashed ships. Maybe even there's a point around a crashed ship. But it is all about the city streets, and is also not anywhere near the biggest news that we're getting today. And what is probably what was definitely the news that has been begged for the longest is DROIDEKAS, and now it has finally been added into the game. Obviously joins the Separatist army, and they don't announce a reinforcement that can combat against the Droideka, but maybe that's going to be a Republic Commando. We don't know yet. They have, obviously they're rolling, and then as soon as they go into their firing mode, shields deploy around them, and they can still fire through those shields. The twin blaster cannons that they use are short range, which is thank goodness, because if they had a long range on them, you could just have someone sitting at the back of the map with shields, so they're not going to die, and with really powerful blasters. When it's in wheel form, you can sprint, so you'll be moving at a good pace, but you will be able to go even faster by sprinting. And if you press the ability button that turns into the ball, which I assume would be LB or L1, it activates the energy shield immediately, or just holding fire while you're rolling, it'll understand what you're trying to do, and it'll put you into the position to be able to do that. It has Overload as a second ability, which is just the same as the Death Trooper, just the same as the Wookiee Warrior. You're going to get higher powered cannons with a higher rate of fire, and for a period of time they won't overheat. The energy shield is the third ability, so it's nice to see that they won't have any extra. There's not really any extra abilities they can have. Their whole purpose is you roll, you plant your shields, and you fire, and that's all that they have to worry about. The shield cap will be destroyed and then goes into cooldown, so it can't just be immediately turned back on, but it is a second health pool, so you're going to have to do double the damage that you'd have to do definitely to a jet trooper, but maybe even to your main enforcer. And this does come in the June update, which is amazing. Now, tank warfare is not something that I've enjoyed, really, in Battlefront 2. But one of the main reasons for that is because you feel powerless if you're a clone and a Separatist tank rolls up on you. But with this update we get the TX-130, which is a Galactic Republic tank, so the clones will be able to fight back, and hopefully they'll focus on each other, and then the infantry can focus on the infantry, so it won't feel unbalanced. I believe it's going to be more agile, it's going to have a higher higher movement speed, as you can see from this video. It has its dual laser cannons, which are its primary weapon. They describe it as a versatile tank, which means it's going to move around much faster. Maybe if it can get behind the Separatist tank. Its first ability is laser barrage. They're not going to have new abilities really for these, because this isn't it's a tank, it's not a completely new unique thing like the Droideka. It's a short laser cannon, maybe it's located on the centre of the tank, and so the laser barrage, it describes it as perfect for when small targets come past. So if you have a droid on a speeder coming right in front of you, you can mow them down quite quickly. The next ability is rockets, which is just the same as the Separatist tank. They just fire in whatever direction you're facing directly in front of you. But with these you can fire them one at a time, or you can just hold it and they will all fire at the same time, and then it will go into a recharge. And its charge mode, again like siege mode on the A80 for the Separatist side, will release a massive charge bolt simultaneously from both left and right. So just like siege, you'll plant yourself basically in the ground, you'll barely be able to move, but you'll have such huge firepower. Again, coming this month is something that we've been asking for since Anakin was even announced, and that's his General Skywalker appearance. A lot of these things, minus the Droideka and something else we'll get to later, are things that are quite easy to put into the game, and they're all coming now, which is just the perfect time with E3 and all of these new game announcements. So far Battlefront 2 have got one of the best ones, so yes, his Clone Wars appearance is added to the game June 26th. We also get new Clone Trooper skins, and we get the 212th Attack Battalion and the 41st Elite Corps. You basically get a Clone Wars version of the Scout Trooper. The 41st Scout Battalion, which is the most interesting one, will be 40,000 credits, and the 212th Recon Division are just 20,000 credits. And now on to an amazing piece of news, but something that will not be coming this month, and that is a brand new map. I think this is the newest map since Geonosis, which seems like such a long time ago. If you remember the Obi-Wan and Grievous trailer, that was amazing. But since then we haven't had a new map, we've just had reworks. And so now we'll get Felucia, we'll be able to play Capital Supremacy on it, and it is just, it's a gorgeous looking map. And if you see, I'm not sure if this is the 212th Battalion in the image, but it looks like the clone troopers have a purple lining. That may just be my eyes deceiving me, but the map looks amazing. I can't wait to play that, but that's just later this year. And finally, for what's coming in July, so just beyond this amazing update, we'll get some weekly community quests around the heroes and villains. So we will then be able to get new animated poses and voiceover lines. So I assume that's just the two things that make up your emotes, their movements and then what they say. We'll be able to unlock new things for them by working together as a community, which seems to be what the Battlefront 2 community has been great at so far. But that is all it is. In August, we'll be talking about Felucia, and they say new ways to play. But we don't know what that means. But this is just, it's an amazing piece of news, and I can't wait for 20 days away. In the nearer future, we've got Jedi Fallen Order gameplay coming tomorrow, so that's what I'm most excited about now. So leave a comment letting me know what you're most excited about, whether that be the new Scout Trooper skins, most likely the Droidekas, the new Clone Trooper tank, General Anakin, or in the future having Felucia as a brand new map for Battlefront 2. It would mean so much to me if you could hit that subscribe button. I'm posting much more regularly now, and I've got 2 weeks until I finish my exams, and then I'll be posting very, very consistently and with new games, as well as keeping up with Battlefront 2.